Chapter 4, Episode 1, Final. Crud. Mom and Dad were staring me down with the most irate expressions I've ever seen. Even England and the tiny Book and I had one of our impromptu sparring matches in the dining room at our last house, and I ended up crushing the dining table in a failed attempt at flipping over her. I ended up being locked in my room for a month and was fed bread and water during that whole time in my life. Okay, so I'm exaggerating slightly. They gave me regular meals. Hi? I said, hoping they wouldn't notice the armor. Hello, Iris, Mom said, doing very little to hide the aggravation in her voice. It's nice to see that you figured out a way to entertain yourself while your father and I worked late. How did you guys know I was down here? I asked stupidly. Dad thumped towards the stairs. You left the door open, he said plainly. Oh yeah. Stupid question. Oh. No then, he continued, just as irritated as Mom. Would you care to explain not only what it is you think you're doing down here, but also how you managed to find this room in the first place? Well, I said nervously, in all honesty, I don't know. I was just kind of roaming around and the door just kind of opened. Right, Mom said, because purposely locked doors always magically manage to open themselves. I could almost see the sarcasm dripping off of her words. I held my hands up in defense. No, really. I was just kind of tracing my fingers on the wall, and the next thing I knew, a piece of the wall were gone, and these stairs led down here. Dad shook his weight around his feet, while Mom pinched the bridge of her nose. She ran her finger over the scanner, Dad said mostly to himself. You think? Mom shouted. Now I was worried. The only time Mom ever shouted was when she was working on the inside of a huge house, and she needed to talk to someone from a distance away. Wait, scanner? Scanner? I asked. Fingerprint scanner, Dad answered. Other than a DNA sample, it's one of the most reliable methods of security in use today. So why was I able to come down here if I didn't even know about the scanner to begin with? Mom rolled her eyes. Take out that helmet before you say anything else. I don't know how. Mom rolled her eyes again before stepping forward and putting her hands on my head. Her thumbs found where the corners of my jaws would be and pushed up. I heard a small click and felt the helmet loosen its grip on my head. Mom picked up her hands, taking the headgear with them. How did you do that? I asked as I rubbed my head, noticing that my hair had shifted back to its usual brown hue. Release buttons along the jawline, she said simply, like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Thanks for making me feel smart, Mom. Now, why are you wearing that armor? Mom asked, still clearly irritated with me. Great. So much for my incredible linguistic skills under pressure. You, Mom repeated. I get it. You're mad. You what? I saw the armor sitting in that case over there. I pointed toward the suit's display case stood against the wall. When I touched the glass on the case, it opened up and the armor moved out. I got a little curious and decided to try it on. Okay then, Dad said, saying like it was coming down. What were you doing being up a gang of computer thieves? Who said anything about computer thieves? I asked, hoping they didn't see anything on TV. Mom picked up a small remote on a nearby desk. She pointed at the huge monitor to the far wall and turned it on. A news program popped up. At approximately 8:45 this evening, Starlight Systems, a computer shop in the city's business district, was broken into and robbed. Eyewitness stated that 5 people left the store with electronic goods in hand. Police investigated the matter and searched for the suspects for over an hour. Authorities were even eventually able to locate suspects 1 mile north of Starlight Systems on the ground along with the goods they were suspected of stealing. The perpetrators were found on the ground in pain, according to the police department, as the 6 figures stood over them. Police apprehended the robbery suspects and recovered over 25,000 cents worth of electronic equipment. On-duty officers were unable to apprehend the 6th suspect, citing an inability to pursue the suspect after she leaped into a building and made her escape. As it is a matter of investigation, police have not released the names of any of the 6 suspects, but have released a physical description of the suspect who was able to escape. A picture of me and my armor came up on the screen. It was only a sketch, but it was pretty well done. I pursed my lips in amusement. I admit, I was impressed. I looked good. The suspect appears to be a Reploid. She is female, appearing about 22 years in age, approximately 5 feet, 9 inches in height, and approximately 157 pounds in weight. I felt a tick pop on my forehead. I'm not even 7 years old, and then I was last year, and I most certainly do not weigh 175 pounds. Jerks. The armor the suspect was wearing is black and purple with thin red accents. Police advise that she is armed and dangerous and that citizens should not attempt to apprehend her. Information about such should be reported at... Mom turned the display off and turned back to face me. Wait, I asked. What time is it? Mom looked at her watch. 9:30. Wow. Guess it's right about time flying when you're having fun. I mused. Mom looked at me wide-eyed. Fun? She asked. Yeah. I scratched the back of my head. I kinda enjoyed the kicking the tar out of those guys. It felt good stopping them from doing whatever else they were going to do. Mom brought her hand back up to her head. Instead of fighting off a headache, she cupped her cheek with it and chuckled. She turned to Dad, who looked as confused as I probably did. She's your daughter, all right, she said simply, before sitting down the computer, setting the helmet next to the monitor. What does that mean? I asked. Well, Iris, Dad started. There's something about your mother and I that we haven't told you. My eyebrow twitched. When did I walk into a bad TV show? What? Dad simply smiled before he turned on Mom. They can figure out what was stolen, what they could have used it for? Mom turned back to look at Dad. Who do you think you're talking to? She said with a smirk. She looked at the computer she was sitting in front of. All I had to do was shake off a bit of rust. The next few moments were of Mom doing the most amazing thing I think I could have ever seen Mom do. Her fingers began dancing over the keyboard. All kinds of computer code popped up on the screen, making my head spin just from looking at it. Wow, she said to herself. I really am rusty. I need to get some practice. What are you doing? I asked out of curiosity. My curiosity is going to get me into some serious trouble someday. Oh, nothing much, Mom said in a sing-song-like voice. Just hacking through the New York City National Crime Registry. My eyes bugged. Hacking? Can you do that? Not legally. Before I knew it, the screen changed colors. The NANCR, for short, main page popped up, waiting for someone to log in. Mom typed in a few more illegal commands, making me wonder exactly how long she'd been doing stuff like this. Now then, she said, to find the report that was filled for tonight's little escapade. Some more typing was done before she found what she wanted. Okay, let's see. She paused for a moment and she looked over the list. High-end tech. Top-of-the-line processors, drives, video and sound cards. Either these guys were planning on creating some incredible gaming setups, or they were planning on selling this stuff. My brows furrowed as a thought came to mind. Mom could hack with this stuff, and what they got was probably just as bad damn from what was in here. The guys that had stopped us about making this town remember who they were. How much damage could you do if you were able to get this stuff to top-level computer geek? Mom turned looking with a raised eyebrow. Excuse me? I mean expert. I think. She said as she thought. I suppose if you got someone who knew what they were doing to get all this together, you could wreak some serious havoc on state systems. Emergency response, power grids, bank accounts, and information. All that could be copied, altered, or destroyed pretty easily by an expert. She then smiled. You'd stop the potential terrorist ring before they could even get started. Good for you. I smiled too. I didn't even know that kind of thing could happen with the stuff they grabbed. However, one more thing remarked at me. What did you mean when you said I was Dad's daughter? He liked kicking butt in his day. I frowned. What does that mean? Well, Dad said. What would you say if I told you that the armor that's in the other case used to be mine? Huh? Yours? But that armor belonged to Zero, didn't it? Dad just nodded as a smile grew on his face. But then that would mean that... Realization dawned on me. You're Zero. I looked at Mom. Then that would make you... Mom turned around in her seat, a smile on her face as well. Oh boy. I'm the daughter of the legendary Maverick Hunter and the CL system inventor. Let's keep it our secret, shall we? Mom said, placing her finger on her lips. So if you're Zero and CL, why did you guys disappear? Because, Dad said, even though we let an entire army fall we felt was and turned out to be the greater good, so the liberty side isn't exactly appealing to us. We went into hiding because of all the media attention we were getting. We were swamped, day and night. We got ridiculous. We couldn't have emoted ourselves if we tried. And believe me, we tried. So you've been hiding as normal people this whole time? 16 years of sweet peace, Mom said. Okay then, I said, slightly skeptical. If that's Dad's armor over there, then who did this armor belong to? Mom smiled. No, it didn't. It does. It's your armor. My brow would not begin. We've been building it just for you. You... were? I asked. Something didn't sound right. You built an entire set of armor just for me? Yes, Dad said, nodding as he did. You see, when Company after Dr. Wellward bid to fail a while ago, a new era began. The threat of false labeling came to an end, and your mother's new energy system was just about finished. The CL system is the most reliable reptile energy system ever created. While the overall goal behind the Neo-Arcadian resistance army was to overthrow the Neo-Arcadian government, now the idea was to stall for time while your mother perfected it. They did an excellent job, Mom added. While most of the work I put in my experiments and research resulted in failed trials, the CL system was the culmination of all our efforts. Thanks to the fall of Neo-Arcadian's top leaders, new leaders were elected by the citizens of the nation to spearhead the restoration not only of the country, but the entire world in a sense. Mavericks had all but disappeared from the face of the earth. Unfortunately, they had completely gone extinct. Reports of Maverick uprisings and various reports of war came in. The leaders of the nations came together to reform the Maverick Hunter Corps and intend to keep the damage to a minimum. Maverick signs have been reported near Arcadia, Dad said, turning the large display back on. The news report about my butt kick party replayed. I tuned out, that is. The Maverick files had only affected employees in the past. However, humans can be convinced one way or the other pretty easily. Reports have only recently started coming in about Maverick attacks and other criminal activities. So, wait, I said, holding the piece hands together. Those guys are Mavericks? Probably not, Mom answered. But I wouldn't doubt if one or two of them were, and they just convinced the others to help them do some stuff they probably would have regretted later. So, how many Maverick hunters have been assigned to keep watch over us? I asked. Well, I suppose I could give you a number, Mom shrugged off. I caught what she was saying right away. But you'd be lying to me, wouldn't you? She's got your brain deduction skills, Dad joked. Mom sent an unamused look. Yes, she turned back to look at me. There haven't been any hunters assigned to New Arcadia. The entire country? I asked, shocked. None. We haven't needed the protection until now. It seems like the reports concerning Mavericks have been slowly on the rise over the past few months. The Maverick Hunter Corps is stretched pretty thin. They can't assign someone to this area. So you guys want me to keep watch over the entire country and its hundreds of thousands of citizens? Mom stood and picked the forgotten helmet up off the desk. I know it's a lot to ask of you, she said as she walked up to me. You're only 16, and you're just starting your sophomore year in high school. You haven't taken your black belt test yet, and you deserve to live your life the way you want to. Great. She's trying to guilt trip me. I know it looks like we're baiting you into doing this, Dad said. But your mom's right. It's your decision either way. We wouldn't hold anything against you if you had decided to do this. To be honest, Mom, we were hoping that this wouldn't happen for a few more years. That way you could have a little stability in your life before making a decision this big. If you do this, your life won't be the same. You'll have a lot more responsibility on your shoulders. Not only will you have to keep up with all your schoolwork and your classes, but you also have to be ready to go at any time in case there's a Maverick attack. You gently handed me the helmet, a stark contrast to the way she took it off. What do you say, Iris? Dad asked. I do it myself, but age doesn't treat reptiles that much better than humans, and your mother isn't that big on fighting firsthand. I thought about it for a moment. My covered fingers grazed slightly over the helmet in my hands. It seemed like it was trying to say something to me too. As I turned the helmet, the light bounced off of the green gem on the forehead just right. Big and it shimmered brilliantly. I took a deep breath. My mind finally made up. Well, Iris? Mom asked me. No. I could see Mom and Dad show some sign of disappointment. I turned in the helmet around my hand so the back faced me. When I'm in this armor, my name isn't Iris, I continued. Their faces lit up. I set the helmet on my head, thinking I'd readjust my skull. So then, Mom said, what are we supposed to call you? I closed my eyes and took another deep breath as the face mask once again hid my features. A moment later, I opened my eyes and said one simple word. 0.